So in this lecture, we're going to be talking about regenerating the correlation between learning and memory systems. Oftentimes, when we study, we need to add variations. When we study following the exact same systems and the exact same ways we used to follow before, there's a problem. Because it's true, you get comfortable with it and then it's easier for you to keep following this system to study. But your cognitive processing systems will adapt and it will stop improving and advancing the way you want it to. And not just your cognitive processing system, but also your memory system. When you're studying, one of the main purposes is to memorize information. Now, when you're trying to memorize information and you follow the exact same manners every single time, now it's good. You're gonna get better and better. But at one point, there's so much that one learning strategy can do. So when you add variations, when you use different methods of studying, you can use flashcards, you can try writing down the information, memorize while walking, use audiobooks. There's a lot of variations you can put into the studying systems and the learning strategies that you're following in order for you to keep improving and advancing. So if you're used to going through the textbook, reading it and summarizing it, this is one way to go. And you're good at it, you should keep doing it. But at the same time, you need to add some variation. Add flashcards, for example. If you're not used to flashcards, using them will also enhance another part of your cognitive processing systems, and it will also help improve your memory. So make sure that whatever way you're following to learn or to study, add a bit of a different exercise that you can follow to also study and at the same time improve your memory. Flashcards are one way, writing down the information. Oftentimes, when we write down the information with our hand consciously, we can memorize the information better. A lot of research found that when you read the textbook and then you summarize it while writing it down, you oftentimes memorize the information better and easier. Memorizing while walking, a lot of people find themselves when they walk, they don't get distracted as much because they're walking and they're just focused on what is in their hands. And of course, audiobooks. It's one of the main things I'd recommend, because when you're reading your textbook or a book, for example, if you can find an audiobook version of it, make sure to use it. If you can find an audiobook version of it, make sure to use it. And if you can't find an audiobook, while reading the textbook, record yourself talking. And then when you want to go through it again, make sure, for example, to adjust the speed at 1.5 or twice the speed and read the book again. This time, you won't only be memorizing and reading and learning through the textbook, but you will also be listening to the information through your headphones or whatever device you're using to listen to the audiobook to. But what's happening is you're not just using your visual perception, but you're also using your auditory perception. So make sure to use some variations when it comes to studying and learning.